Do 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 do. Ooh 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 ooh. I completely forgot that my mic was unmuted. I'm just in here making noise, moving around in my chair. But hello, everybody. Good to see you all here.
Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30.
Ziffer! Yo, what's up, Kyushu? How's your day been? My day has been great. Got a haircut, had lunch, so I am ready to chill today. I feel like I got pretty much all of the cough that was really in my lungs out, even though I feel like a small bit of it. A small bit of it, but it's not anything major. But I'm constantly feeling a lot better by the day. Like I almost have it completely out of my system, but it's not 100%. I'd say I'm at about 98.9. And that small vestige is lingering in my lungs a little bit, but I just want to get it out. As soon as I get it out, I'll be fine. No more coughing and no more disrupting the immersion you guys have once I am, once I'm doing my streams. Love my Hero Academia content, so thought of why shouldn't I drop by and watch? Well, as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's all that matters to me. Sensei Nam, oh no, I have Rona. Wait, are you serious or are you joking? Don't play like that.
Called Kujira or the whale.
How you like
You got to be if you have it, then please.
See how he handles the likes of V. So how about it?
Let's do this.
Light on your feet. Keep that head moving.
Oh, yes, oh, Nom. Yes, you do have been coughing and I can't smell anything. Nom, please be careful. Please be careful. Rest as much as you need to. Please rest as much as you need to. I tell people, y'all gotta be careful out there. Just because and I'm not saying this is you, but just because I see tons of people out there just walking out there with no mask on, as if we still aren't in like a global pandemic, as if it isn't mutating, and it's not just in the air. I see tons of people just walking around like it's just suddenly gone. But people need to be careful. So Sensei, please get as much rest as you need to. Drink your fluids and everything. Just take care of yourself, please. Above all else.
Hell of a punch there, champ. Ever thought of monetizing it? I can arrange a fight or two. What do you say?
Resting today and drinking lots of water, please. Above all else, rest.
What have you got for sale?
Only top shelf gear.
Oh man, I feel like it's been so long since I've seen this type of menu. Baseball bat. Oh, you can let me preview it. I forgot I could do this stuff like this. Okay, so punk knife. Okay, so it's been a while. You've always wanted to play Cyberpunk but can't because of its cost. Ziffer, let me tell you this story. Now, this is not my first time playing through Cyberpunk 2077. I played it when the game launched, way back since, last year? D-Train, what's going on? Good to see you. But, Ziffer, I played this when it launched. I played it on my base PS4. And during my entire stream, because I played it as a stream back then. And during my entire time playing it, I experienced more than several crashes, tons of graphical glitches and audio glitches, and even glitches that pretty much persisted throughout my entire playthrough. But I persevered, and not only did I beat Cyberpunk 2077, but I platinumed the game as well. And I kept my eye on it because despite all the stuff that was happening with the game, and despite how badly it was received because of the bugs and glitches in the game, I enjoyed it. There was something to be enjoyed through Cyberpunk. There was something to be enjoyed. So I rated it higher than what other places rated it, simply because I knew the gameplay was solid and I knew the story was solid. But it was just hampered by all the graphical and hardware issues. Now, cut about a year later, and this game is now on PS5, and the game is so much more better received than it was beforehand, especially with the recent Cyberpunk Edge Runners anime that has caused a massive resurgence in Cyberpunk players. As it stands right now, at least the last time I checked Steam charts, there's at least like 97,000 people who are now playing Cyberpunk over the little bit that was playing it not too long ago. So Cyberpunk is having a bit of a resurgence, and the updates that they're creating for the game are making the game more stable, giving people more options to do, introducing new ways to make builds in this game. Like, beforehand, there was a...
You go in the ring yourself?
Not anymore. Skull's taking too much of a beating. Reflexes ain't what they used to be.
There's ways of fixing that. Korenzakov should do the trick.
Rather dish out my eddies for something else. It's time I started taking it easy.
But beforehand, when you look at, if I go to my build and go to my character and go to, I think it's Cool and Ninjutsu, they've actually changed a couple. They actually changed a couple of the skills that are in your skill tree. Beforehand, you could have a knife, and you could throw it at people, and you could even kill people with it, but you could never pick it back up again. Once you threw that knife was gone permanently. They pretty much saw that that was an issue, and they introduced new perks that made it so that you can make a knife-throwing build if you want to. So, for instance, this juggler perk, this was never here. They changed a lot of these perks, mainly these perks on this side. They changed it so now, if people want to go for a knife build, they can. Like this juggler perk. When you defeat an enemy or land a crit hit with a thrown knife, you will regain all knives currently on cooldown. So, throwing knives is on a cooldown, but you can get cyberware that makes it so that the cooldown is a lot shorter. And like this perk, headshots with thrown knives apply blinding to the target, so you blind people that you hit with a headshot. So that's actually kind of cool. A strong attack or thrown knife against a poisoned enemy will remove their poison status, dealing instant poison damage instead, and will have a 100% increased crit chance. Cooldown 5 seconds per affected enemy. Why whenever you said ninjutsu, you thought of Rasengan immediately? Because a lot of us grew up on Naruto. Whenever people say ninjutsu, you think ninja. And when you think ninja, a lot of people default to Naruto. But this is just the ninjutsu side. This actually used to be called something else. I don't think it was called ninjutsu. I think it was called something else, but I can't remember. I have to look back at my old footage. But you can make some very overpowered builds in this game. Very overpowered. Me, I'm gonna go for full-on intelligence because I'm gonna be the type of person that I'm going to be the type of person that can hack an entire building without actually having to enter it. So I have to go into breach protocol and quick hacking. So that's what I'm going to spec into. And then enhance my technical ability, but also enhance my cool, so that way I can get criticals whenever I'm hitting people with cyberware attacks and stuff. But that'll be much later. That'll be much later.
You mentioned something about fighting.
I've seen you landing blows in the ring. You've got sharp instinct, good edge. You can go far, especially if you get chipped. These fights, let's just say they aren't legal, but very lucrative.
Yeah, lucrative for who? You or me?
Both of us. I get a small percentage of the total winnings, you know, as your agent. You get the rest.
Sounds fair.
It's like I said, good instinct. Fights happen in different parts of the city. You choose where you want to go, put down your eddies, and start swinging. You win, you take home the pot. Manage to drop every last one of them, you get a chance to fight in the grand finale. That all clear?
Crystal.
Good. Oh, except you won't be setting foot outside O. Watson. Not yet. You can start in Kabuki. I believe in you, V. Time to show this city what you're made of.
Yo, Skeleton, what's going on? Alright, so one thing that happened to me when I played through the game the first time was...
Let's have a look.
One thing that happened to me was I kind of sold my gun. This gun. This is a unique gun. I either sold it or I dropped it somewhere and I never could pick it up. So I'm being very careful what I put my hands on in terms of like weaponry when it comes to these iconic weapons. You're just waiting for New Game Plus? I'm pretty sure a lot of people are. Especially with the nature of the game, a lot of people are waiting on New Game Plus. I will take back my iconic gun. Thank you. Wait, did I get it? Did I get my gun?
Thanks a lot.
Upgrading iconic weapons and clothing. You just received an iconic item along with a set of iconic crafting specs. You can use these to upgrade it to a higher rarity, substantially increasing its power. Iconic weapons and clothing can be found all over Night City and are uniquely capable of increasing their rarity with the right components and crafting perks. When a higher rarity iconic item is crafted, the lower rarity version is destroyed. Because who would want to go back to a weaker version? Do you think it would be fun on PC? Well, let me say this, Ziffer. There are a lot of advantages that PC has that console does not. PC has mods. Console does not. So even if... I'm pretty sure there's a bevy of things that have been created for Cyberpunk on PC that consoles will just never see. Just think of how expansive modding has become since this game has released on PC. I'm pretty sure that even the base, as it stands right now, the base game of Cyberpunk is fine. But if you add mods into it, that just increases the game's replayability and longevity. So I'd say this game is pretty fun. Even more now than it was in the past. Unity. Okay, now we get my good gun. Physical damage, headshot damage multiplier, increases headshot damage by 50% and significantly reduces reload time. Even though this is weaker than the gun that I'm using, that perk is very useful. And the headshot damage multiplier is higher. So we're gonna stick with that. And since they've been updating the game, they introduced transmog, which means that you no longer have to worry about being forced to wear gear with the best stats, but it doesn't have the look that you want. Now, since they introduced a whole wardrobe system, you can now make yourself look however you want without sacrificing your stats and your abilities. So if I want to go through this game wearing the same corpo suit that you start on when you go with the corpo class or go with the corpo backstory, I can. Even though I'm going to be going after that agent suit that I seen. Because I remember having a suit that had me in a full-on suit and tie, and then had extra shades that go over my eyes. I'm probably going to get that, and I'm probably going to get the Netrunner suit as well to just enhance my overall Netrunner build that I'm going to be doing. This is probably going to be a more refined build I make for this character than it was on the PS4 version of this game. But let's meet up with Jackie. All right, unarmed.
In a city tingling with desire, waltzing forward. New episodes every Wednesday.
Hello, it's time for your local news. The Aratama Matsuri Festival is nearly upon us. To mark the event, the streets of Night City will come alive with exquisite multi-story dashi floats. The festival program will also include musical performances by biwa virtuosos and theatrical performances in the No tradition. The sponsor for the festival.
How did my athletics get leveled up? I was just standing in an elevator.
Hanako Arasaka has announced her participation in the Dashi Parade. From all of us at WNS News, we wish you a safe and fun.
So, are we going to talk about yesterday?
It's all in the report.
Oh, I read it. Except there's no mention of me telling you to delta the fuck out of there. Yeah, no biggie. Not like that cyber psycho was a tank on 2 chrome legs. What the fuck were you thinking? There's a reason Max TAC exists, you know.
Civilians were in danger. What was I supposed to do? Just watch them get mowed down?
Listen, you, me, and every fucking cop in this city might as well be a civilian next to Max TAC. The day they give us the gear they're packing, go right ahead. Be the hero. Save the fucking day. But until then, you keep your head down and listen to me. That understood?
All right. This is a fresh file, mind you, so I got to go through all these tutorials. NCPD scanner hustles. The NCPD, sorry, I wasn't laughing. It was just a cough, which was literally at the back of my throat. NCPD scanner hustles. The NCPD will pay you to help fight crime. Gigs. Fixers will contact you when you approach a gig's location. And fixers. These intermediaries will inform you about local gigs available.
Man of the hour. Jeez.
Yo,
Took you long
Gaggio,
enough.
how's it looking? It's
Worked
looking
up an
fine.
appetite, just waiting.
You'll know if anything happens when
Sit
it
down.
goes to
Let me
that
finish
crash
this.
screen.
And
But
we
if I
can
don't
drop in
encounter
once in order.
anything that is, if I don't encounter, that must be close. If I don't encounter anything that's majorly game breaking, then I think we should be fine. I mean, the fact that this game is getting a resurgence over other games, of which I won't mention, it's funny. Like, first, No Man's Sky had a massive resurgence, and now people are just waiting on their next update, and they've done 20 expansions for their entire game, and they're looking good. They're good. Their game is good now. Now Cyberpunk is having a resurgence. Not only is has it released an anime, how is my athletics going up? I'm not even moving! I'm not going to argue with it. That's free XP. But now they're working on their they're working on their first expansion for Cyberpunk. What is it called? What is it? Soldier of Liberty or something of Liberty? Not Sons of Liberty, because that's a whole different franchise altogether. But the fact that they're able to work on an actual expansion. Ziffer, it's perfectly fine. You're good. Don't worry about it. So it's funny how some of these games that was so monstrously buggy and glitched out at launch actually has a team dedicated to wanting to make it better. You don't get that a lot nowadays. You get people like Volition as they try to release Saints Row and expect you to praise their game, but in return you get attacked if you call them out on their game or stuff like that. Or you have CD that's still trying to put in people's heads that Avengers is going to last throughout the ages, like it's going to be the second coming of video games and for Marvel heroes, and yet they do nothing. And they also want to work on Tomb Raider and Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. So my list of developers and list of games that I trust nowadays has, in fact, regressed and decreased. People that make games like Bayonetta and Sonic Frontiers and God of War Ragnarok, those are the people that I don't mind giving my money because they have what I want and they look like they're actually competent developers. I mean, well, we'll talk after I talk to Jackie because we got to talk about Call of Duty as well because that's not looking good either.
You mentioned something about a surprise yesterday. Am I remembering right or just had a brain fart?
Probably both, because you usually forget shit. But it just so happens, I think I might have bagged us a sweet-ass J.O.B.
Go on.
I mean, maybe it's not as big as that, but just that it's fronted by a little-known someone named Dexter Deshawn. Only the top fixer in
Even though there's
Night
some
fucking
people
city.
that still hate
Badass
Cyberpunk,
Black
well, of
Jesus of the
course,
afterlife.
Skeleton. There's always going to be people that hate on a game even when it's actually starting to look better. Like, there are people who still see No Man's Sky as the same game from 2016, even though bunch of years have passed, and they're no longer that same company. They're no longer that same dev group that released what was known as the worst game of 2016. Their team has grown. The scope of the game has grown. The game has grown far beyond what it was at launch, and it's better now. But of course, there's always going to be people that still harken back and still try to bring up the fact like, well, they still lied, though. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They made up for it. But, you know, people just can't let go of the past. Now, I say this as a person that has absolutely no faith in Marvel's Avengers ever being good. Sure, they have released updates. But the only way you can get a person like me to go like, wow, this is a step in the right direction, is if every step you take towards that direction is the right one. And they haven't been doing that. So it's not, so when I talk about Marvel's Avengers, and even though the game itself has changed over the 2 years it's been active, it has not changed for the better. So me harping on them is a lot different than the type of people that will just harp on No Man's Sky. Those people are just nitpicking. Mine is actual criticism to a game that should be better than Spider-Man. And there's not a single person in this chat right now that can say that the game is anywhere near that level. Let's continue.
300 pounds of partly gold-plated cool.
Dexter Deshawn? What's the latest spec on him? I know you got info to spill.
He's been off the grid for about 2 years. Word on the street was, took a little vacay.
2 years? That's exile, not a vacation. How was he up to?
Guessing he shoved pizzas in his mouth while jerking off to hardcore virtues. Important thing is he's back. Needs a fresh crew, and he found us.
How'd you manage to pull this? Trade in your spleen or something? As far as I know, we're not the type to get fingered by Dex.
You, me? Oh, but T-Bug, she's the one that hooked us up. Got us talking. Knew it was a done deal the moment he laid eyes on me. 'Cause come on, ain't nobody who can resist this. Am I right?
Sure, Jack. Whatever you say. So what's the gig? We meant to come out in one piece?
Our Lord and Savior wants to tell you everything himself, face to face. Oh, no pressure, but his whole deal, he's riding on you now, is he?
All right. Let's hear what old Dex has to say. Set it up.
Dex is a real deal when it comes to fixers. Don't get me wrong. Don't got nothing against the Padre or Wakako, but Dex is an illegal.
Yo, Brandon, what's going on, bro?
Not really, no.
It's always the same story. You land on fresh turf, local fixer waves his dick around, but he's smiling, saying you'll be up to your neck in gigs and eddies. Still, all you are is another name in their little black book. Nifty tool for getting them a fat slice of whatever half-baked shit pie their client put on the table. Sure, you crack jokes over drinks, but in the end, it's biz.
Robbie, good to see you.
Gracias a Dios. Estoy lleno. Brought your wheels. Gave them to my guy yesterday to smooth over the dents after our dust.
At least it's gotten better than when it was released. No Man's Sky, of course it has. It has. It's gotten better, so much better. It's a game that I suggest everyone plays because it's just fun. It doesn't have to be all crazy, frantic or anything, but it's a game where you can just play and relax. And it offers more than just one simple goal to do in the game. It used to be where your main goal was just get to the center of the universe. That's it. But now, people are just out there in space, doing their own things, building entire cities, running cities, just doing whatever they want now. It's crazy how much that game has changed for the better. But I'm happy for them.
Scabs.
Making that soup Chris mentioned, new playthrough? Yeah, I just wanted to mess around in the PS5 version of Cyberpunk. Lord knows I don't think I'm gonna have any problems like I did in the PS4 version because, that was rough. Oh, those 30 frames per second were rough. But this one's at a smooth 60.
Thanks, Jack. Much appreciated.
Some top-notch work Miguel did. Rides like it looks. Factory new.
We'll see about that.
So we rolling or what?
Let's feel this factory new ride.
I am still getting athletic points, and I'm not doing too much. Okay, there we go. Am I missing something? I'm hitting the trigger and I ain't driving.
We lost everything! We had to pay the price! Yeah, we lost everything!
Am I missing something?
We had to pay the price!
I can't drive! I can't drive. I can't drive. I can't drive. I can't drive. I'm hitting the button. I'm hitting the button, but nothing's happening. What? So Cyberpunk means still buggy, got it. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's a lot more stable from the PS4 version of the game.
First stop, Ripper Duck. And Holmes, easy on the gas, huh? I just ate. I was supposed to stop by Vic's anyhow. I got a date. Me and Miss D.
You don't say.
She's so sweet. Really gets me, you know?
And mind you, this is a fresh file. This is a fresh file, and the first bug I encounter is I'm not able to drive. Was I expecting this game to be perfect? Nope! I knew something was gonna happen.
Yeah, this is it. Come on, V. Find me once Vic's done dusting her circuits. We'll hash out what Dex has cooked up for us.
Hello, sir. I want your jacket.
Not belong to you, or rather, not only to you. Do you truly believe that those who have sold you your mechanical eyes have resisted the temptation to...
It's a small issue, but it's ridiculous to still have these little problems at this point. I know, Doughboy. I know. We should be at a point where something as simple as the game will not allow you to drive your car, which is a basic function. We should be past that point right now. We should be at a point where the biggest issue is making sure that the scope of your game works 100% of the time. Like, make your game stable. Making it so that you can actually drive your car out of an area should be one of the most basic things, because that deals with game stability. We should be past this. We're operating on the newest hardware for consoles right now, the Xbox Series X and the PS5. PC, well, PC is PC. You don't need a... PC is not a major issue, because you can just constantly change out parts for your hardware and just make it better. Like, oh, it's not stable? Well, I just need a new fan. Let me get a new fan. Let me get a new graphics card. Let me get a new processor. Let me get a new CPU and the like. That's PC. PC can always adapt. Consoles, however, we are left at the mercy of the limitations of the hardware itself and how stable the devs have made their game. Hopefully, that was the last of those types of glitches, but you never know.
Good to see you too, V. It's been a while. What do I owe the pleasure today?
Last gig. Had to jack into a client's neuro socket. Think I might have gotten spiked.
Experiencing migraines, nausea, hypersensitivity to bright lights?
Whole kit and caboodle.
All right, kid. We'll sort you out in a flash. Besides that, how are things?
Met a new fixer. He gave me a job. Name's Dexter Deshawn.
Known quantity from the afterlife. No denying you're moving up.
But, something you're not telling me, Vic?
Keep your guard up, that's all. I've heard some things about Dex. He's not as chill as he makes himself out to be.
Need some new kit, but tools, not toys, Vic. Time I bumped up my sights and got a grip.
Really? Now? Finally?
Vic, shit's getting real. Got a job from Dex Deshawn, hitting the major leagues. Need tech that can perform.
The Dexter Deshawn? Well, that is something. But let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet.
Quit crying, Vic. I'll bring you the eddies later, with interest. You know I will.
Last time. You hear? Chair, please. Sit down and relax.
Like, I feel, and I'm going back to Doughboy's comment here, I feel like we should be past the point where stuff that was happening back in the early 2000s is a problem that people are still facing in 2022. Games should be so stable you never have to worry about people posting on Reddit like, why are we still falling through the map? We shouldn't have to worry about We shouldn't have to worry about issues like enemies are spawning underneath the map, or enemies are glitching through the walls, or checkpoints won't work, or you gotta reset because of disconnect, or even multiplayer malfunctions and internet connections and stuff that should have been resolved back in the early 2000s should not be an issue we're going through right now. It is just and this is just me talking, and you'll have to excuse me because I'm very resolute when it comes to this particular subject. It's nothing but an excuse if people are saying, "Oh, we can't do this because of hardware limitations." Or we can't do that because of metrics or numbers, or trying to sound all scientific or trying to sound all overly techy so that we can stop asking questions. We should be past the point where people are making excuses for things that we pretty much should have already resolved 10 years ago. There is no excuse for a game to be released buggy. There isn't. Delay it if you want to make sure it can release without bugs. Otherwise, we'll come across another CD situation where they launch the game and then launch a 1,000 bug patch because they chose not to wait. We're past that point. Don't any of you give these devs any excuse as to why games release buggy and messed up. You are owed so much more than a buggy game.
You peruse and choose while I scan. Let's see what's
You
going on
deserve more
inside.
than a buggy game. Alright, so we know how cyber implants work. My goal is to get the legendary ones that'll help with my net running. If I can just remember the build I had on my last one, I'll kind of try and work it out through there. So, for my eyes, we'll get the Kiroshi Optics Mark 1. All right, so now we got cyber eyes, circulatory system, hands. How much is this? $0. We'll go ahead and get that installed. I need a better operating system. If I'm gonna be hacking people, I'm gonna need a better operating system. No! I can't get it because it's too expensive. I'll get it later. Skeleton. Increase carrying capacity by 20%. There's a legendary version, but I forget which Ripper Doc sells it. I'll figure it out later. I got the money to get this, but that's that's not the most important thing right now. Frontal cortex. Defeating an enemy instantly recovers one cyber deck RAM unit. Okay, so I lack the money to get this, but I also need to get the RAM. A RAM upgrade. This is a memory boost. This is a RAM upgrade. Increases cyber deck RAM recovery rate by 0.05 units per second. So I need to get my intelligence to 8 so the next time I level up. So when I next level up, I'll be able to get this. It costs 800, so I can't get it yet. Nervous system. Kerenzikov. Allows you to aim and shoot while sliding or dodging. Slows time by 50% for 1.5 seconds. I don't think I need to worry about any slow time mods unless I really want it. Let's see. Grants immunity to shock. Increases armor by 50. Because you can make a tank build if you want to. I remember back on the base PS4, there was this perk that made it so that you were basically Juggernaut, which means that you won't suffer knockdown anymore. But it had the unintended bug of making it so that anytime you got hit by a car, for some strange reason, it killed you instantly when you had that perk, which kept me from making a tank build in this game because I would get killed by any time I got hit by a car. It would just instantly kill you. I can't do anything with my skeleton. Not yet. Fortified ankles. Hold to charge the power of the jump and then release to jump. There's a double jump in here. And there's a high jump. Well, yeah, here it is. Here's the double jump, but it costs 30,000. Getting your legs replaced is expensive. It really does cost you an arm and leg in this game. And arms, I want the monowire. Because the monowire is cool. It's basically like Doflamingo's Ito Ito no Mi, but you can have it in different elements. And it is very good at decapitations. It is exceptionally good at decapitations, but I can't get it yet. But I just need this. I just need this.
Mark 1, like I said. Decent enough scanner. Displays data on your cornea. Cherry on the top's a built-in external lens disruptor. In layman's terms, any surveillance cam will capture your face as a blur. And just remember, your body will still show up as crystal clear. This should do the trick. Talks to Kuroshi Tech, too.
I'm ready. Carve away.
Excellent. Let's do this. Lay that major league arm of yours right here. Just like that. Thanks. Now, a bit of anesthetic and I can start cutting. Feel anything?
Same as always. Don't feel a thing. You ask me that every time, you know? Not as if things are gonna be any different today.
Sure thing, kid. I mean, not like there's any risk of a stroke or paralysis, but what do I know? I'm just a doctor. That's what I thought. Lights out for a minute, all right? Okay.
I agree what you, Doughboy says, I agree what you just said. Shouldn't be controversial. It's inexcusable, and in my opinion, they don't deserve the benefit of the doubt anymore. They don't.
You might feel a little discomfort at first. Blurred vision, low contrast, glitches. Well, how's it look? Feel all right to you?
Oh, this is fantastic, Vic.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, so now we got a scanner. Better scanner than what we had before. Scanning people with your optical cyberware can provide you with a lot of useful information, such as how strong an enemy might be, who is in their crew, or what type of weapon they use. As a skilled net runner, you can see a list of quick hacks which you can use against your enemies. And I need that if I'm gonna be hacking people from outside a building. Every single time I want to say something.
Time for the scanner. It might take you a few seconds to adjust, but first time's rarely the charm, with anything, really. Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes and read your intentions.
And I'm getting the NCPD database as well.
NCPD file search. Run into any ne'er-do-wells? You know exactly what they ne'er did well.
Database of wanted persons. A database of individuals with bounties assigned to them is now available to use. You can identify these wanted persons with your scanner. Since all are wanted dead or alive, the methods you use to claim your reward are entirely up to you. Ah, choice. Isn't it nice? Now, going back to what Doughboy said, when it comes to video games, as the consumer, you and me, whenever we buy games, whenever you purchase anything, you have the absolute right to tell whoever created that product or the people involved with that product how you feel about it, whether you like it or whether you don't like it. Smart people listen to all feedback towards this product and strive to become better and work towards it. And if they're really smart, they'll look at the negative feedback, not the ones that issue them death threats or try to be overly crude to them. But I mean, feedback, negative feedback is just as necessary as positive feedback. Because if all you hear is positive feedback over what you're doing day in and day out, then how are you supposed to know what is actually working and what needs to be improved? But smart people, specifically people in game development, the smart ones will listen to all facets of feedback and see what is causing negative feedback. Because you can tell people, wow, you're doing good, these skins look great all day, but is that helpful feedback? No, that's just praise. It doesn't help with the game. But if you have people saying like, hey, what did you do? This isn't working. I'm having problems here. What's going on? Why did you do this? Listen. Don't just pass it off as people trying to be hateful or people trying to be toxic or being a hater, because I've been called that before, simply because of my criticisms of a certain game. That just makes you hard-headed, hard of hearing. And it means that you only want to listen to the people in an echo chamber that is just giving you praise. Well, like I said, smart people listen to all feedback and see what they can do to make the game better for people that gave you negative feedback. Now, I'm not saying that they should just listen to every single thing that people are saying that is negative and then just simply change it just because they said something negative. No, find out what's causing the negativity and see about rectifying it enough so that it doesn't mess with the people who are positive about the game. But at the same time, don't let the only people you listen to be the positive side, because you're not learning. How are you supposed to get better if people are telling you you're fine? I get it all the time. People are saying like, hey, your voices are good, but this might need to change, or that might need to change. And I take it to heart, especially when I'm doing read-throughs on this channel. I'm always listening to feedback. I see every comment that pops up every single time. So if people think that I'm not answering back to them or I don't see them at all, I see it. It comes to my phone every single time, every single comment. And I think about it. And I see what I can do to make the experience of this person better without compromising what I've already have in place. Smart devs in the gaming industry have learned that, hey, negative feedback is just as important as positive feedback. Ask Hello Games. What Sean Murray and his team did is they went quiet. But in order to make sure that the game was a lot better, No Man's Sky is what I mean, to ensure that the game was updated into a much better state without any interruption, Sean Murray turned every single email, every single notification of feedback to his own personal account, so the rest of his team could work on the game and make it better. He looked at it. He got the data from the feedback and then brought it to his team to bring it to the game to make the game better than what it was. That's what a smart person does. They do what they need to in order to make the game better. They don't offer excuses saying like, well, all these people who are hating on this games, that's not constructive feedback whatsoever, so we're not going to listen to you whatsoever. But they'll turn right around and like posts on Twitter from people that say like, wow, I love this skin. Watch me take 5 different pictures of it. And then they get likes and it's all like, thank you. We're doing whatever we can for skins. And then when someone says, hey, I'm running into issues with this gaming mechanic right now, well, I'm sorry, but I can't really respond to you. Like, I even seen one developer say like, well, if you're not actively playing the game right now, then I can't listen to you. Don't worry, you didn't mishear me. There was an actual dev on another game that said, unless you are actively playing this game right now, and mind you, the person who asked them the question stopped playing their game and said, hey, could I offer you some ideas about what could bring people like me back to your game? Mind you, this person is not playing their game. But the dev said, that's nice and everything, but unless you're actively playing the game right now, then I can't really listen to your feedback. So there's no shortage of idiots in the world of game developments. And I don't care if there's a developer who's listening to this right now. You have to be absolutely brain dead to think that the only people that matter are the people who are actively playing your game, not people who've played your game but don't play it anymore. Find out why they're not playing your game anymore. Marvel's Avengers went the total opposite direction and ruined what could have been a great game in my opinion. Doughboy, can I be honest with you? And mind you, I bring this game up a lot on this channel. It's not a game I play on this channel. I played it a little bit with the story mode because I wanted to go through it. Even then, I was hesitant to play it. And then I played it. It's one expansion, and then it's operations, and then the game just... For me personally, Marvel's Avengers is the perfect example of a wasted opportunity given to people who have little to no experience trying to make the game that it is, and they rushed it out without even thinking about the long term. Because, let me just say this. I have no dumb people in this chat. There are no dumb people in this chat, which means that you are all smart. And just hearing a person saying like, oh, don't worry, this game's future content will all be free, and you don't need to worry about pay-to-win options or loot boxes or anything like that. We're past the age where the devs think we're dumb enough to fall for that as a surefire way to get people's attention. Sure, that get people hooping and hollering, but sometimes just because something is free doesn't mean that it's good. Just because something is free doesn't mean it's worth your time. And Avengers is a prime example of having a literal universe in your hands, but then flipping that hand over, dropping all that potential just because you get distracted by like, oh, that's what time it is. And then you have to pick up the pieces of what you can actually hold after just dropping the ball. There's so much potential in Marvel's Avengers, but unfortunately, it lacks the people with the creative imagination to bring that to pass. Case in point, community managers. There is none. Dude left and went to Capcom. They had a combat designer. He left. He went to Naughty Dog. Some of the people that could have actually made the game better are now gone. And yet, people will paint this picture. And don't worry, we'll get back to the game, but I just got to get this off my chest. And Brandon knows, especially Brandon and Chris know. They know. And especially Godjiel, he knows because we talk about it often. They know how I feel about this game. As a Marvel fan, it has got to be the most wasted and most disrespectful excuse for a product that has the Marvel name on it that I've ever seen and ever played. You cannot tell me that you get these people up on stage and say, oh, we'll be touching on 80 years of Marvel history, and you only scratch the surface, yet expect people to hang on your every single word. The only thing that comes to the game quicker than content every 6-7 months is skins every other Thursday that you expect people to just drop money on for what? The vastness of the Marvel Universe that pretty much is older than pretty much everyone here in chat. And it feels like they have absolutely no idea what to do with it. And because of Marvel's Avengers existence, that is why Guardians of the Galaxy didn't do as well in sales. Simply because everyone was hesitant to touch Guardians because Marvel's Avengers is so bad. Oh, the game is a lot better than it was at launch. Is it? Who's talking about it? No one cares that Winter Soldier is coming. A combat update came to the game recently, and there's really not that much of a change. And it's only going to be a matter of time before they nerf it back into the ground, because apparently you can't be super in this superhero game. There's only so much that people are willing to stand. People like you are owed exceptional product. If you're spending money on something, it needs to be worth your money. If the only thing you can say about a game is the gameplay was fun and the fighting mechanics were chef's kiss, and a game that has an entire universe that could be so massively expansive I'm sorry, Doughboy, but there's just so much more that could be done. That's the only thing the game has going for it. The combat and fighting mechanics. That's it. That's it. It should be so much more. This game should be a Marvel and superhero fans' biggest power fantasy dream. Playing as the Hulk should be like one of the biggest things. Playing as Thor should be one of the funnest, most powerful things. Playing as Captain America should just be absolutely amazing. But it's not. It's just another generic live service game. The only reason why people entertain it is because it has the Marvel's license on it. Not because the game can actually stand on its own 2 feet, on its own merits, but because Marvel's name is on it. Because if it wasn't, no one would give this game the time of day. We as consumers are owed a good, competent, stable package when we exchange money for it. When you buy a game, do not feel like you're a hater just because you point out criticism. Do not feel like you're being toxic if you bring up issues that a game has more than once. You are owed a good product. I see this so often in the gaming industry today when you offer up criticism and then devs, for some odd reason, take to Twitter to whine and moan and groan about how people are mean to me on the internet because they don't like our game, and trying to make it seem like they're the victim when it's entirely on these people, when it's entirely on them to deliver a good package and deliver a complete product to you. We don't have time for these coward developers who flock to Twitter to vent their frustration at their own incompetence but blame players for it. It's not us. It's them. It's their job to make something that's worth the money we pay for. Just because we paid for it and just because you made it doesn't mean that we are automatically supposed to like it. It's supposed to be good, period. I know I sound like I'm getting mad when I'm saying this, but I'm not. Don't worry, I'm fine. It's crazy how I see these developers get up on social media and cry about how players are making them feel bad. You're in an industry where your very livelihood is based on whether your works are good or not, on whether people criticize them or praise them. Grow a backbone. You're not in this industry to be patted on the back. Just because you make something doesn't mean... Just because you make something doesn't mean that it automatically is going to get praised. It's got to be worth people's time. Vertigo. Yo, Vertigo, bro, how's Cyberpunk? Well, I encountered a bug that made it so that I couldn't drive the moment I got into a car, so I had to reload a save. So that's the first major glitch I ran into this game, starting off on this new file. But I can tell you it runs a lot smoother than the PS4 version, because good lord was that Vertigo. I don't even want to get into my experience playing that version.
V? Shit, Victor, not bad. I don't know what to say.
I keep forgetting that they're actually gonna respond to you if you don't respond to them. They're gonna be all like, dude, we're in the middle of a conversation here.
Thanks again, Vic. You're the best. I owe you.
Brandon said, we need devs like those in Warframe and No Man's Sky to actually listen and truly improve the player experience, in my opinion. We need people who actually understand what it means to be a developer. Being a developer doesn't mean you just make something and then you just sit back and just wait for the praise to come in, because not everything you make is going to be praiseworthy. There's just far too many developers and studios right now, from Crystal Dynamics to Volition, all the way to Infinity Ward and Call of Duty, that just think that they're owed praise or they're owed like good feelings said to them whenever they do stuff. They're not.
You have to watch out for negative energy fields.
We as players don't owe them any sort of praise unless their game is worth it.
Yo, listen up. I talked to Dex while you were in with the doc.
When you build your PC, it's going to run Cyberpunk on a 4090. It's probably going to run a lot better than my game.
Okay, do my best to talk us up.
And it's funny. It's funny how games, free-to-play games, have more going for them.
V, listen, I've got this delicate matter. That's why I called you. The number of cyber psycho attacks in the city is on the rise. Now that's probably not news to you, but this issue matters to me for a few reasons. There are people who say cyber psychosis can be treated.
Right.
And I know exactly how that sounds, but I believe even an unproven therapy is still better than a bullet to the brain. If I get a tip about a possible attack, I'll give you a call. Maybe you can investigate before MaxTac hits the scene. But remember, you're not there to execute anybody. Try to incapacitate the attacker, and I'll send someone to pick him up. I hope that's all clear.
Incapacitating enemies. There are various ways to incapacitate enemies without killing them. Non-lethal takedowns, non-lethal quick hacks, non-lethal weapons, EMP grenades, and some combat grenades. And combat gadgets, weapon mods that change damage to non-lethal. If a given weapon, combat gadget, or quick hack deals non-lethal damage, it will be mentioned in the description. You watched the anime of Cyberpunk? You watched Edge Runners? I was watching Edge Runners all this morning, and I've gotten to episode 7. I'm gonna watch the rest after this stream is over. I'm enjoying it. It's partly because of Edge Runners that Cyberpunk is having a resurgence. That and the patches have actually been good for the game as a whole. So Cyberpunk is having a bit of a resurgence, just like Spider-Man is.
Yeah, if anyone was watching and giving a damn, I'd have half the city's underworld and half its corpse on my ass already.
And if you are their pawn, unknowingly carrying out their secret agendas. But who are those who follow our every step, you ask?
So I don't have any quick hacks installed, so I can't really do anything to start leveling up my quick hacking abilities yet.
They placate their weary and oppressed masses by putting our laughter, our tears.
So I don't have quick hacks. Because I could come over here. Actually, you know what? No, we need to continue. We need to continue over here. Let's meet with Dex and then get ourselves over to where the quick hack place actually is.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
Dexter Deshawn in the flesh. Ample indeed.
Let's roll. Mind if I ask you something right off the bangle? Would you rather live in peace as Mr. Nobody, die ripe, old, and smelling slightly of urine, or go down for all times in a blaze of glory, smelling near like posies, without seeing your 30th?
You're either somebody or you fizzle out into nothing. Night City don't let you choose.
Oh, but it does. See, in my line of work, I choose to be Mr. Chill.
I heard that you're not exactly as chill as you say you are.
But folk who try to take advantage, well, they see the beast inside. All right, listen close. Scanning a serious job now. Playing gargantuan compared to smashing up a scav home.
Let me hear it. What's the job?
There's this prototype tech, a biochip to be precise. Job's to grab it. Simple.
Yeah? Guessing it belongs to a corp.
Mm-hmm. Arasaka. Surely that's no problem.
Corps don't deserve special treatment.
Shit, you ain't playing around. Got a feeling this could be a start of a beautiful friendship built on heaps of eddies.
You work this out? Got a plan?
Two things. First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom boys. Needs active resolving that. Second, a rendezvous. Simple. Client who brought us the job's anxious. She wants to parlay with one of the team.
What's the issue needs resolving with Maelstrom? Got a beef?
Slot in the shard. Got a classic tale for you. Psycho gang doing its thing 2 weeks back. Jumped a Militech convoy. Got away with the gear. Corp don't even know Maelstrom.
I got sounds coming through my speaker.
Now see, Convoy was carrying the Flathead, a little combat bot, a prototype. And I need me that bit of high-grade military tech. Because if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip. And we sure as hell don't get no happily ever after. But don't get excited. It's a single-use toy. Now, I flat out purchased the damn thing from Maelstrom. Problem is, I did so from a gent went by the name of Brick. I say when, because Brick was the leader. 3 days after we'd sealed our deal, his friend and gangmate, one Simon Randall, aka Royce, plain dropped his ass. Royce is in charge now, and I got no way of knowing if he aims to honor his predecessor's word. To add to this shitstorm, one Meredith Stout of Militech has developed an interest in said convoy.
Corpo agent, what's she playing at?
Hell if I know. Been skidding around town asking after the convoy as if her life depended on finding it. The one lead she's got zip-tied in her trunk.
Sounds like she was waiting on the transport. Got stood up. Monochrome in the back's probably her chief suspect. Got nothing from him or on him, so she's keeping him just in case. But she needs to find the stolen gear before her bosses learn she fucked up.
Well, Mr. V, that is some impressive deduction. Naturally, use that intel as you please, preferably well. Of course, to do so, you'll need that frazzled cat's info. Sending it now.
Client, what's her thing? Why she need to meet?
Woman's name's Evelyn Parker. Vetting her wasn't easy. Put the word out I was looking for any kind of intel.
Right, and?
Some brothers from Pacifica got back to me. Told me to stop looking. End of convo. Anyway, our little client insisted on meeting someone with skin in the game. You know, who'll be there for it all. Yours truly will be remote. T-Bug ain't no people person, and Jaggy's only good at some things. I know you know what I mean. Pretty much leaves you.
Think I got everything. Time I got to work.
Well, that's just music to my ears. I'll set up the meet with Miss Parker at Lizzie's bar. Flathead, though's gonna be all you.
We're driving quite a distance, sir. You mind dropping me off at 56 in Maine? I mean, I don't want to go too much deeper. It's starting to get dark out, and you don't want to be on this side of the city at night. I got good clothes on. Like, look at my shoes. They shine. Not everyone's shoes shine here.
Quiet life or blaze of glory? Later now.
Street cred! Performing certain actions will reward you with street cred. Build your street cred to make a name for yourself in the Night City underworld. Doing so will open up new opportunities. That is such a dumb hairstyle that guy had in that demo video.
Jackster, talk to Dex.
Yeah, Gordito's a big deal. Literally and not, yeah.
Claim to want to check our pro cred. but to me it feels more like he tangled us up with Maelstrom and Militech. There's this combat bot, military prototype. Maelstrom clept it. Then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the Gangoons had a switch up in management.
Right, heard about that. Royce versus Brick. Hostile takeover.
About sums it up. Dex wants us talking to Royce. Gave the deets of some Militech agent too, but I don't know how much help she stands to be.
Chingon.
Then there's the other thing. Gotta meet the client who put the job on the table. Evelyn Parker.
You? Well, what's Dex gonna do? Ride around in his limo, chat chicks up on the hollow?
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave me the nod.
He must know what he's doing. So, how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker? What's first?
Not Carter, the guy in the limo. You mean, Dex? Oh no.
Hey, you with me, mano?
I say we knock on Maelstrom's door first. Pound, actually.
Orale. In that case, I'll hit the all foods, put my nose to the ground, sniff around. Hasta luego.
Oh no, you do not want to. Sure. Here's the thing. Vic already warned us that he's not as chill as he makes himself out to be. Mind you, this is not an environment. This is not an environment where you can make friends easily and sing kumbaya. This is a dog-eat-dog world. If you fall behind, you get gunned down to make sure that everyone else can keep running past you. This is I don't have to be fast, I just have to be faster than you type city when you're getting chased by something. This is how this city operates. This is how everyone operates. Everyone's in it for themselves. Everyone looks out for themselves. And they have absolutely no qualms putting a bullet in your head if it means that they can get ahead just 1 inch further than you. Oh, the 4090 costs $1,600? Is that what is that, a graphics card? Is that a graphics card? $1,600. I have to say this about PC players who keep up with always upgrading their hardware. I am pretty sure that they've surpassed me in terms of all the games that I have and the books that I have in the upkeep of their hardware, because think about it. You say, yes, that's a graphics card? Ingredia is so greedy. Oh, so it's NVIDIA. Good Lord. Good Lord. $1,600 for a graphics card. And they're always making new ones. So it's only a matter of time before that price seems minuscule. Because wow, that's crazy. See, as much as I like... Well, hold on, another message. Mr. V, I just want to remind you again that eddies have already changed hands between me and my esteemed Maelstrom partners in biz. Around sum of 10,000 to be precise. So when you're there to take it off their hands, don't let them try to shake you down, as they're liable to do. Maelstrom being Maelstrom. Thanks for the info. You'll need it. Best of luck. Wow, I don't envy you PC players when it comes to the upkeep of your entire console. Like your entire system. I don't envy you at all. especially when you have to upgrade it piece by piece. And you got to think about, like, is it worth the money I'm putting into it? That's just so much to deal with. And then you got to make sure it's the right thing, everything connects together, and if one thing falters or if the whole frame falters, then it's just like, wow. I mean, you're new to building your PC, but to people building PC and have been doing it for years, though, just imagine the financial upkeep it requires in order for people to do that. That's a lot. Especially when they're charging a whole bunch of money for graphics card, especially NVIDIA. But it is now 4:15, and since I'm the only one here at the house, I gotta go feed Kenzo because this is his lunchtime. We had to actually scale back his lunch because apparently the last time we took him to the doctors, we were feeding him too much, so we gotta scale it back just a little bit. But give me a little bit of time, and then we're gonna go up there and check out the quick hacks that we can get our hands on that will start to help with this Netrunner hacker build I'll be making for this character. But let me go take care of Kenzo. He's our dog, by the way. And I'll be right back. Sit tight. I am back. I have returned. Kenzo has been fed. We're gonna try and hack GTA 6 about the GameCube shoe. I thought they didn't make any more GTA games. Oh no, it's already been announced. They already announced it a while back. Them announcing that GTA 6 is getting made pretty much kills any other further updates to GTA Online and, well, Red Dead Online. Any hopes of Red Dead 2 getting any updates is pretty much dead now because of them announcing GTA. Ooh, combat amplifier. Equipping combat gadgets. Assign a grenade to the combat's quick slot in your inventory so you may easily use it. You can make easy use of it during combat. I could not read. But yeah, GTA 6 was pretty much leaked. Like, it's in early development. And you got people saying like, oh wow, this is what the game looks like? And it's like, have you not seen what a game is like in development? It's not perfect. It's not finished. It's in development, which means things are gonna look basic. So people had their... I don't know why you kind of flinched there. Oh, there it is. Why are you flinching? You might need different shoes. Yeah, you might need different shoes. But to think that the guy who leaked GTA was just 17 years old. But unfortunately for him, he pretty much was messing with one of the biggest game developers in the industry right now that has a lot of backup when it comes to people breaking into their system. So trying to go up against Rockstar and all the power that they hold as a developer,
Yeah, that's not a smart idea.
any particular reason why this is on the floor?
T-Bug sent me. Said you'd have something for me.
You're V, right? She had me hold the demon for you. It should work on any 3rd-gen deck.
Okay. Glad to grab a demon always.
You could test it now. I have an access point. If you'd like, that is. You might extract some shimsoft or subroutines. Seems worth a try, either way.
Okay, so here is where the fun for quick hacks is going to be. So, right here, ping! This is going to be the best quick hack you need to get your hands on if you want to go down the route of being like a netrunner hacker type build. Now, mind you, this is the uncommon version. The legendary version covers a lot of ground, and it's basically what I want to get to. But here's all the quick hack options you have. You have Overheat. Non-lethal. Applies burn to the target, dealing high damage over time. Less effective against drones, mechs, and robots. Targets affected by burn from overheat are temporarily unable to perform any actions, and burn from overheat lasts significantly longer. And then you have Short Circuit. This is a favorite of mine too, especially the legendary version. This is non-lethal, and if your critical hit chance and critical damage is high enough, you can pretty much take out people with just Short Circuit alone. But I am a fan of Contagion because it spreads to other people, especially if you get like the legendary version of this quick hack. If you ping someone, well, actually, if you just use ping, then you can hack into a camera that's inside of a building without actually needing to actually enter the building, therefore eliminating that danger. And you can pretty much just use access from the building itself to see everywhere you need to go, and you can just pick people off without even having to go inside of a building. I'm telling you, quick hacks are actually kind of overpowered, and I'm getting a phone call. I will be right back again. Sorry about that. I got to take care of something real quick as well. The job of the eldest son is never done. But there's a lot of good quick hacks in here that can just basically make it so you never have to enter into a building to hack someone, and you don't even have to use a gun if you wanted to. Does it take a long time to get to that point? Yes, it does. But like any mage type build, it works out for you in the end. Like take my mage build from Elden Ring. It took me a long time to get to a certain level of power, but now I'm just absurdly powerful though, and it's worth it. It's worth it. But we need ping. We need ping above all else. And then we have the rare version, reveals enemies and devices connected to the local network, and it lasts a longer period of time. And at some point, I'm going to be getting more hacking. Yes, yes. I won't get these quite yet. I got to remember what whistle, short circuit. Short circuit is actually a good one. So maybe I'll get that. Yeah, I'll get short circuit. We got to start out small, and then we'll get like the legendary versions later on once I learn how to actually get them. Because here's all the stuff that I have. So let's get short circuit. And I can't afford the epic version of short circuit. Not yet. And I can't afford contagion either. Okay. Your cyberdeck has a limited capacity for quick hacks, but you are free to swap out which ones you have installed on it whenever you wish. To do so, go to your inventory. All right, I can level up, which means this needs to be bumped up. So now I can get that RAM upgrade, or at least that upgrade for one of my body systems. I forget which one. Which one is this? Automatically highlights nearby access points. Okay, I need this, because access points will give me access to more areas, and also give me access points to areas that have money in them. So it's very important that I get that. All right, character, well, inventory, cyberware. Okay, open. And now we take ping. Replace short circuit with reboot optics. So now I have short circuit and I have ping. So now I can ping people. So I can distract enemies with that. So where's the little thing where I can hack into it? Ah, here we go. Access points are your way into local networks, allowing you to gather valuable data that may yield rewards in some parts of the game. So we just jack in here. So we need to go to 1C and 55. So 1C. All right, we got the components necessary. That's how it usually works. You gotta match up the actual letters and sequences in order to get the rewards. The better you get them, and the more you get, the more money you get overall. So hacking is quite useful. Thank you. I'll be back to get some better stuff. So now I can see access points. And now that I'm able to ping people and distract them, this will help with quick hacks. Because distracting people quick hacks happen when I just hack stuff normally. So I can go back and forth between these two and just keep hacking them and get the experience necessary. Y'all, you gonna let that man bump into you like that? You gonna let him bump into you like that? I could just go back and forth and just keep hacking both of these. Giving myself more and more experience, which will help make my quick hacks even better. Can't wait to play Cyberpunk when you build your PC and Persona 5 Royal. Persona 5 Royal is amazing. I played through that whole game, got a platinum, and got every trophy on a single playthrough. The game is great. All right, so we got one fast travel station here. I don't have to go to the main mission right now. I could just go out there and start making myself stronger by quick hacking and taking on people. Probably not a good idea due to my current constitution for my character, but you know how it is. Fast travel. You can go to a fast travel location by placing your cursor on it and pressing the X button. We already know what we need to do. We are already aware. You can scan everyone. Can I hack something down here? Quick hack right there. Okay, what's the next thing? Can I hack? Ooh, can I hack this one? Yay, quick hacking has leveled up. Now I got an additional perk point. It pays. See, these are the type of skills that I like. I like the skills where, hey, if you keep doing it, you get better stuff, because this is how the skill progression works for this game. So you get a perk point at level 2. Like, even the individual subroutines, like individual skill trees, have their own progression to make you better and better. You expected them to do a Boondocks reference? So get perk points here, increase breach protocol time by 5%, increase components acquired by 10%, increase breach protocol time by 5, another perk point, protocol time, RAM, components acquired. The more I use quick hacks, the more I'll get access to more of these perks here, which stacks with all of these perks I can purchase over here. But I need to be going into quick hacks and making it so that way I can get access to... Where's the one where I can make legendary components? Yes, here it is. Bart Moss's Legacy. Level 20 of the related attribute required to unlock this perk. So I need quick hacking to be at level 20 for me to get access to making and upgrading to legendary. But I need to reduce required cyberdeck RAM for quick hacks and used on devices. I feel like biosynergy is necessary, so that way when I'm in the middle of combat, I can just keep hitting people with quick hacks over and over. And then quick hacks deal 10% more damage. That's one thing that I need. So let's go 1 point into biosynergy. And I gotta look through this whole list later on my own time to plan out how I want my builds to go. I did not mean to try and heal myself. That was unnecessary. Stop using it! I keep hitting the wrong button. I need to hit the down button in order to call people.
Stout here. Start by telling me how you got this number.
No more than your number. Heard you misplaced a convoy.
You shut him up. Spill what you know. Don't make me wait.
Transport fuck-up's toxic for you, I know. So listen carefully. You and me are gonna meet. See if we can't find a way to help each other out.
Mutual self-interest.
This game is pretty good. It is. The only thing that kept it from being great was the fact that it had a myriad of game-breaking glitches and what have you. Have I beaten it? Oh yes, I've beaten this game. I have had multiple streams about it. last year when I was playing through it on the base PS4. Had multiple crashes as well. Even had a stream where I got the platinum for the game and got all the endings. So yeah, I did it. I'm just playing through the PS5 version because not only is it a lot better than the PS4 version. I mean, once you go 60 frames per second, it's hard to go back to the 30 frames per second that the PS4 version had. It's hard to go back to that. You beat this game as well. You got the bad ending though, unfortunately. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. This just gives me no shortage of things that I can hack throughout this whole area to give me more perk points to make my quick hacking and breaching a whole lot better. Oh, I gotta wait for the other one to go. Wish the gameplay was more polished, though. It feels rough. Yeah, it definitely needs some improvement. The gameplay isn't perfect. But for what it is fun. They did improve combat to be a lot better than it did in the past, though. Quick hacking 3. Increase quick hack duration by 5%. Oh, you're being distracted by it.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Wow, I just realized that since I hacked those machines, they pretty much just dropped a whole bunch of food and drink. Wait, is that trash? Is that rubbish? Yeah, it's rubbish. I can't use it. I can't hack these things to give me free stuff.
That's that.
Follow your instinct.
I can just keep doing this over and over. Like, there's a whole area in here. Wait, can I hack this? No, I can't hack into it. There's another room in here that I can hack. And I think it's down in here, but that's not where I'm supposed to be going. Is this thing still remaining hacked? Looking forward to seeing how the expansion turns out to be. That's going to be releasing next year, but I'm interested to seeing what they do too. Of course, we're going to have plenty of games to keep us occupied until we see this expansion from Cyberpunk. Like Bayonetta's coming up next month. Then we got Sonic Frontiers after that. And then God of War after that. There's really no shortage of games that are going to keep me occupied for the foreseeable future. Because I got a lot of games that can really keep me occupied. That I'm actually really looking forward to. So let me do this. Let me come over here. And we're here on... Okay, so it's safe for me to be right here. I feel like this is the same spot where Dex just dropped me off. I got to take care of something real quick. This is not Kenzo related, but this is a matter that just popped up, which is why I had muted earlier. Got to take care of that, and then we'll continue on for a little while longer. Probably like another hour and a half. because I just wanted this to be just like a chill session, and I'm just chilling and relaxing. Won't play most of those games right away. I completely understand you, Tony. I completely understand you. I'll be right back, though. Hey, hold up! What did I just come back to? CDs! I come back from vacuuming the man cave just for a quick second, and I come back to see Des dropping a super chat. First of all, hi, how are you? You doing all right? Secondly, thank you! Shh, don't tell him. What you mean? Y'all can't keep no secret if y'all put it in chat? I come in and I see this big old yellow bar in chat and it's all like, what? Also, CJ, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Man, if you don't stop. Oh man, once again, thank you, CDES, for the thank you. What's good? Oh, I'm just messing around with Cyberpunk 2077 on the PS5. I'm just messing with it. Don't expect this to turn into a whole series because I've pretty much already played the original game back on the PS4, even though this is a much more stable version. I've already played through the game before, so this is just a guilty pleasure of mine. So I'm playing through it, I'm having fun with it, and I'm really just messing with it. Haven't been on my streams in a minute, been working morning shifts. I completely understand. I remember what morning shifts were like too. So, you're not alone. It's all good. As long as you're taking care of yourself, that's fine. Crafting specs. Who's here? Has seen the anime yet? CJ, I'm in the midst of watching. I'm on episode 7. I'm about to watch episode 7, but that'll be after this stream is over. But I'm enjoying it, and I'm happy that the anime has started to cause a resurgence for Cyberpunk players. Because there's a lot more people playing Cyberpunk now than there has ever been before. Plus, with the sale that's going on for Cyberpunk, it has allowed people to, mess with it. What anime? Cyberpunk Edge Runners. It's an anime that has been made to coincide with Cyberpunk 2077. All right, so here's a new destination logged in. I'm always looking around. You never know what secrets you may find. Oh, I remember this is supposed to be part of a job, but this is closed off. And I can't hack into these yet because the gig for it has not yet appeared because I haven't progressed in the story. Got a silencer for a gun now. Don't mind me. Just coming through. Just picking up random stuff I see on the ground that could be useful later. Oh wait, let me go to this Ripper Dock and see what they have in stock, because I might need something they have. Edge Runner? Yes, that's the name of it. I remember my days of playing Cyberpunk 2077, and those of you who were here when I did my original streams of it would always remember I would go through these doors, but the game wouldn't load it. The game wouldn't properly load the fact that I opened these doors, and there would be like a see-through. They would make it, I wouldn't say see-through, but the door would still be there graphic-wise and pop-in-wise, but you could walk through it. So, not having to see the same door I opened still sitting right there because of the hardware trying to catch up Yeah, it's a lot different than, you know, a game that actually functions right on the first try, even though I had a little bit of a hiccup at the beginning. Oh, I could change my appearance with this guy too. That's another thing along with transmog. So, let me see what this guy has. If he has like yes, legendary. Let's see. So, you have an adrenaline booster, requires 18 body, instantly restores 50 stamina when you defeat an enemy. I don't need the body boosting type gear. I need the type that will increase my usefulness as a hacker. And this guy does not have the legendary stuff. I need to go to Pacifica in order to get my hands on that. Still not rich yet. Skeleton, nothing new here. Arms, same old stuff. Mantis blades, gorilla arms, projectile launch system, and then the monowire. I'm definitely going to get the monowire, but I need to get better. Legs, not what I need. Nervous system. I can't afford it. Immune system. Increase all resistances by 8%. That's common. Circulatory. Well, we already looked at that. No available optics. Operating system, already the same. Frontal cortex. I lack the money necessary to get these RAM upgrades. So this guy really doesn't have anything that I would need. Yeah, this guy doesn't have anything that I would need. This is basically for if you're making a tank build. But he doesn't have what I need. What was the last movie anyone else here has went to see lately? The last movie I went outside to go see was Thor: Love and Thunder. But I do intend to go out and go watch One Piece Film Red. I recently watched Jujutsu Kaisen 0 because it came on, I believe it was, what was it? Either Crunchyroll or Hulu. I forget which one, but I watched it. And I have to say, my need for a Jujutsu Kaisen video game has grown ever the more. So, am I a cyborg? Not exactly. Not exactly. I mean, I'll eventually progress to that point, but I want to be... The build I want to have is going to be an updated version of the build I had when I originally played through Cyberpunk 2077 on the PS4, where I can just be outside, but I can hack everyone inside of a building and I never have to worry about getting into the crossfire. Or at least if I get inside, I can take everyone out without even so much as lifting a gun. But that's probably going to take a hot minute. But yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute for me to get to that point, but hey, at least I'll probably enjoy it a lot more than I did on the PS4 because the PS4 was fraught. Yes, I said fraught. Fraught with bugs.
Hey now, are you mad though?
Are you shooting at me? Ah! 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 They're shooting at me! I didn't do nothing! I didn't do nothing! You done blown the hood off my car. No. Forget what I said about not using guns.
Fuck the beach! Aye!
ガキか。いい加減姿を現しな。なんだ。かかってきたよ。
You gonna throw a grenade at my car? You gonna throw a grenade at my car? Yeah, your reaction on solo leveling you was watching the other day, you was like...
Stop these fucking games!
When I was clearing my throat.
What's that?
You gonna throw a grenade at my car? Really? Really?
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up! Pick up the gun! Pick up the very fast gun! Pick it up! Quickly, quickly, quickly! I don't have it equipped! Speaking of Hulu, it's gotten harder to watch Bleach in a few days considering they're removing it soon, which begs the question, just where or how will we be able to watch the new episodes? They're making it harder for us to enjoy what we love. You hate to see it. You really do. Oh, I got him!
Bring it!
That burst fire. Yes, that burst fire. That burst fire be putting in that work. My brother on here? Yeah, I made my, yeah, I'm a brother. Yeah. You can make yourself, you can make your own character the way you want to. I'll take your pants and your golden chain. I'll take the rifle ammo, I'll take the money, and I'll take this cola. And I'll take that bounce back. What you doing with sniper rifle ammo anyway? Oh, I think either... Oh, this dude got messed up. Look at that hole in his chest. I forgot about the dismemberment and the goriness of this game. That's a submachine gun. Ooh, you got some nice shoes. It's Lexington, I can sell this. I can sell the ammo. I can sell the weapons I don't intend to use. Ooh, what you got in here? Ice pick. Okay, so 1C. And then BD. All right, we got it. Breach protocol. Now let's pick up the body and see if we can find a spot where we can dump it so we can get a boost in our ninjutsu skills. You be you be Debo and dead bodies. That golden chain. That golden chain that was on that one guy. My grandmama gave me this chain. Ow, your leg! I didn't mean to dump your body that way. Wait, can I throw your body? Whoa! Ah! 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 What's going on? What was that? What was that? What was that? This dude got thrown all around and caused all this stuff to be knocked over. Was that a bat? No, it was this dude's body. It was just glitching out. So the game is trying to correct it. But since his arm is stuck in there, it's causing different things to happen. His bot, look at this. Look at this sorcery. This is not, this is not. Like, I want to glitch him into a certain spot. I can't move this because this is supposed to be extremely heavy. I just wanted to drop his body. And it just caused all that stuff to happen. I'm trying to replicate it because it was funny to me. No, no, no. We're gonna see if we can break the game again. Let's see if we can break the game again. I want to break it. I want to break it. Let me break it. Don't think your leg is supposed to bend that way. How did he end up all the way over here? Kaltar. How's it going? It's Goblin. Change it. Oh, Goblin, it's you, Kaltar. Okay. Your new name is Kaltar. I christen thee. Also, good to see you up here. That game I played last week was fire. What game was I playing last week? What game was I playing? I forgot. It wasn't Fire Emblem Warriors, was it? Oh, no, 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 no. Wolong. Wolong. That's what it was. Wolong. Come on, I wanna cause mayhem by causing the game to break. It won't let me do it. Fine, fine. Ooh, you got a Tonto. I can't believe these jokers messed up my car. Look at that. It's smoking. Just came from an air show. Oh. How was it? You had fun? You said, wow, it was super cool and so hot outside? Oh, well, that answers that question. You hate Big Mom, she irks your skin? Yeah, nothing else I could say about that. I can't say anything else about that. So I take it you're in the midst of Whole Cake Island right now, then. You much to learn, you still have. Ah, here's a waypoint. Ah, that's where you are. That's where you are for One Piece. Well, all I can just say is, Mama, Mama. And Brooke just broke into the treasure room. Cedez, just keep enjoying. That's all I can say. Just keep enjoying, because it gets better. Whole Cake Island gets better from there. Kind of want to try Cyberpunk 2077, especially after watching that anime. I mean, it's partly one of the reasons why I'm streaming it today, because I mean, I've been meaning to play Cyberpunk on the PS5 for a while now to see just how different it is from PS4, and so far it's a lot more stable than that version. But I understand what you mean completely. Now what we're going to do is we're going to save here, so we can make sure that I do the right thing. And then we're going to talk to this person.
Look lively. Meredith Stout. Take it you were the one to call?
That'd be me.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker? Set conditions? Got any more for me?
Calm the fuck down, I just want to talk!
Christ, Meredith!
Shut your trap! That fucking thing ready?
All set.
Now answer my questions. Honestly, forthrightly. Are you here alone?
I'll tell you who's alone. You. Failed to recover that transport and you're done, with not a soul willing to help.
Not another word. Do a sweep, now. Now listen close. This piece of shit, Anthony Gilchrist, is he your contact? Is he the one who leaked intel on the convoy?
Got no ties to Militech. None.
Shut down.
So how the fuck do you know so much?
Come on. All corps use the same playbook. I know the game inside out. Listen, I know where the transport is. I can help you. Just want a favor in return.
I told you! I fucking told you! I'm not the mole! Jesus Christ!
Shut him up!
Unhand me now before I... Ugh.
Him you can let go. Want to hear what he has to say?
I need a bot. Flathead model. Guys who ripped you off have it. Promise me that bot. I'll point the finger.
You have a plan how to deal with them?
Could just take it by force, but they're expecting payment. So I could go that route too.
Fine, the latter. But on one condition. You pay with our money.
That the kind of subtlety they teach at Militech? Ship spiked with a virus, clearly.
That is true.
Something goes wrong, I'm the one they'll fill full of holes, not you. Time you were straight with me. What's on there?
A tracing algorithm. Latches on to financial streams. Nothing you need to worry your head about.
Sounds solid enough. I'm in.
Encrypted shards. Some shards you find in the world will contain information hidden behind data encryption measures. To decrypt a shard, first either open it through the notification when you acquire it, or find it later in the Shards tab under Journal in the main menu. Then select Crack Security to unlock its secrets. What did I think about the most recent death battle between Black Adam and Apocalypse? The results were something of a surprise. My only true gripe was how Apocalypse's voice was a bit too distorted. I feel like they kind of thought about Apocalypse's voice from X-Men Apocalypse and gave him like a distortion in his voice, whereas his voice wasn't as thick and overly distorted as it was in the X-Men animated series. But with that outcome, I was not surprised. I'm not going to say who won due to not everyone here. They may not have seen the entirety of that death battle. But for me personally, I was not surprised by the outcome.
You pay with that chip, and that's all you gotta worry about. Try to fuck me in any way, and I'll be seeing you real soon.
What I find funny is how I came from that side, and somehow my car wound up right there. That's the funny thing. I stopped my car right there, and then talked to them right here. How did my car wind up behind them, and with the hood replaced? Y'all, is that a gesture of good faith? Also, see, as you say, you hate that Brooke is holding back so much. He has the speed and power to literally kill them all. It's not a matter of Brooke holding back. It's just that his personality is what holds him back. It's not a matter of him holding back on purpose. It's just that how he is as a person is what keeps him from being almost on par with Zorro, or at least being the second most formidable. It's his whole entire personality is what keeps him from being, one of the top fighters in the entire Straw Hats. Just his pure personality. That's what stagnates him. If Brooke was serious, and he wasn't a clown, and he took his swordsmanship seriously, he might be comparable to Zorro. There was something back there. What was that? I rolled over something. What is this? Hey, it's more health. I'm just picking it off the ground. Alright, so I can remove the virus from the chip, or I could leave it. You have a question, who is Benny? Was Benny a character that was mentioned in this game, or do you mean in One Piece? Also, the more RAM it requires for you to hack stuff. Oh, One Piece. Benny. 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 There's only one Ben in One Piece, and that's... There is no Benny in One Piece. He's tall and blonde hair. I mean, the only Ben I know of, or anyone that has a Ben in their name, is Ben Beckman. Tall and blonde hair. Could you give me another description of him? And is this in the Whole Cake Island art?
Don't walk. Don't walk.
She keeps saying or singing his name, Benny and the Jets.
Walk. Walk.
The only the only person I know of that has a Ben in their name is Ben Beckman.
Don't walk. Don't walk.
That's the only Ben.
Don't walk. Don't walk. Don't walk. Don't walk.
I'm trying to think, but I looked up Benny One Piece and it brings up Ben Beckman. There's no Benny that I know other than him, but no one ever calls him Benny.
Walk. Walk. Don't walk. Don't walk. Don't walk. Don't walk.
I don't know. Okay, so when it comes to decrypting shards, the smart thing to do is to save before you try and decrypt it, because if you fail, you can't decrypt it anymore. So the smart thing to do is to save so that if you fail, you can try it again. So neutralize malware. Oh, Ben Beckman. Oh, that's who she meant, but she's just calling him Benny. Okay. That's who she meant. Okay, so B, BD, BD, FF. Okay, I already know how I'm gonna do this. BD, BD, F, 55, 1, E.
Right.
Haha! Not only did I hack it, but I got both of it. She gets all flirtatious when his picture pops up. Oh, okay. Okay, so she's a bit of a fangirl, like Jamie is with Doflamingo. I gotcha. Militech dashboard. Property of Militech. Unauthorized access is strictly prohibited.
Eddie's on the cred chipper clean.
Walk.
Ah, there you are.
But she hates pudding.
Let me hear what you squared away.
So Dex already paid the Maelstromers for the Corpo bot.
Well,
Thing
you
is,
know
can't be
how
sure the
you know how
gang dudes are still
fangirls
willing to
are.
hand it over.
He paid up front? Híjole. Well, whatever. Let's go get this tech. You scheme yet? You got a plan?
Militech and me, we found some common ground. They're footing the bill for the bot.
There's a lot of scratch to toss away.
Forget it, Jack. It'll be like we never had it in the first place. Anyway, who knows how this deal's gonna shake out.
So, into the Borg Beast den?
Let's go see these bastards.
All right, let's knock on their door. See if they even open up.
Who is my favorite character in One Piece? Top 3. I'm about to say I can't just center it
Like
onto
any other,
just
right?
just
Take the
one.
Valentinos.
So,
They follow God and the Santa
at the
Madre.
top of my list
Honor means something to them.
is
They know what they want, how they get it,
at the top of
and
my
what
list
pisses them the
it's
fuck
a
off.
mix between
With
either
Maelstrom,
Kizaru
You just never know.
or
Go on, let them know we're here.
Fujitora. After that, it's Kozuki Odin, because the dude is just
Gotta get this done.
the dude is just amazing. And then after him would be Luffy.
Ring a ding.
You mean Iceman? No, Kizaru is the Light Man.
Don't know you.
Want to talk to Royce. Dex sent us.
Main room. We've been waiting.
Haha! Allow me to breach your entire protocol. Yeah, Fujitora is one of my favorites as well. Like, you don't... It's something about this dude's benevolence as an individual. Sure, he's a... I feel like this phlegm just wants to stay in my lungs all day and make it so it's hard for me to say stuff. But Fujitora stands out in the fact that even though he's an admiral that works for the Marines, and the Marines have absolutely no qualms with, especially if they're followers of absolute justice, they have absolutely no qualms of, you know, if it means killing a pirate, then sure, a couple of civilian lives don't really matter. Fujitora is the one who goes like, okay, before we get anything started, make sure we get an account of all civilians and make sure that they're okay before we do anything. Because what's more important, civilian lives or the lives of these pirates? I want to prioritize these civilian lives. And even though he does his job as an admiral, he does so begrudgingly, knowing that the world government pretty much does not care about civilian lives so long as it is able to save face and keep themselves in power. Where it got to a point where they were pretty much content. They were pretty much content with trying to save face and make it so that Fujitora wasn't apologizing to King Riku in public television. They had Akainu rage at this guy, rage at him, telling us, do you know what you've done to the Marines by making yourself bow before this king? Do you know what you've made the world government look like and the Marines look like by doing that? And Fujitora's all like, I don't care. Are we gods? No. If we weren't good before we became part of the Marines, then perhaps we're no better afterwards. And he's the only one who will get in a rage match with a man who is simply too hot-headed to be in the fleet admiral position. Fujitora ain't scared of Akainu. He's not scared of him at all. And even though Fujitora is a lower rank than where Akainu is, he's not scared to square up to him saying like, well, if you if like hold on, I need to get this whole discussion. Matter of fact, let me grab my manga volume off the shelf so I can go over it. Now, real quick, you know what, I don't actually have to do that because that would just take too long. Let me bring up Fujitora and then bring up his relationship with Sakazuki. But this is just him as a person. Okay, so he seems to be trusted. So this is his relationship. He seems to be trusted by Fleet Admiral Sakazuki, who sent him to deal with the Straw Hat Pirates and Heart Pirates Alliance, with the two captains of the group being a notorious pirate and a member of the Seven Warlords of the Sea, respectively. Sakazuki even apologized to Fujitora when he informed him about Don Quixote do Flamingo's false resignation from the Seven Warlords of the Sea. However, Sakazuki became furious when Fujitora admitted that the Straw Hat Pirates defeated Doflamingo and apologized on his knees on behalf of the Marines in full view of the world. He demanded that Fujitora do his job to kill Luffy and Law, threatening to make sure no Marine base would allow him in until the task was done. Fujitora, who was disgusted at the actions of the Marines until now, including but not limited to the world government attempting to give credit to the Marines for Crocodile's defeat and turning a blind eye to Doflamingo's actions in Dressrosa, told Sakazuki that he was honored to fulfill his orders. Because of this, Fujitora refuses to apologize to Sakazuki for their heated argument, despite Sengoku suggesting it would make Sakazuki forgive him. In spite of their tense standing, Sakazuki kept Isho in the loop of recent events, such as, well, stuff I can't get into because you're not there yet, Cedes. You want to see Fujitora again in the manga soon? So do I. I do as well. Fujitora is amazing. You think Fujitora holds back? Because if you've seen the 1969 films of Ichi the Blind Swordsman, he is lightning fast. Oh, he's strong. Fujitora just never goes all out. If you remember, his first display of his power was just him saying, like, I just want to test my abilities a little bit. The dude pulled a meteor from space saying, like, I just want to test it. I just want to test this out. And also, Doflamingo regards him and Ryokugyu as monsters in the Marines. Not only that, but he's able to fight evenly against Sabo. And Sabo is already monstrously strong. He's able to fight evenly with a fire Logia user and come out of it without so much of his body even being singed. Plus, he has his physical capabilities, his swordsmanship, coupled with his devil fruit power, which is already monstrously powerful. Another thing to bring up is the fact that after all the fighting was done on Dressrosa, he picked up every single bit of rubble in the entire country, and he was all like, yeah, I'm gonna use this to take out the rest of the pirates. If you guys aren't gonna use this rubble for anything, then you mind if I use it? And he just lifts all the rubble up from the entire country and is all like, yeah, I'm just gonna use this Chibaku Tensei and then just drop it on all the pirates. To the point where all the Marines were all like, yeah, I don't think he needs our help with anything else anymore. One has to go DBZ or Naruto, the ultimate debate, which has to go, Naruto or DBZ, one has to go. Oh, can we include Boruto in that mix and just say Boruto? Can we include Boruto and just say Boruto has to go?
Cozy place. They could use a few plants, though. Oh, yeah. They look damn well prepared.
Don't think I've ever seen security like this in a chow factory.
Gear from the Jack convoy. Gotta be. Must have been all over it like maggots on dead meat. You hear about their boss, Royce?
Dex mentioned him.
You're hearing rumors all over TikTok. Boruto is trash now. I mean, can I say something about Boruto before we continue on? We're going to do this one mission, and then I'm going to call it a session here for today. I'm not going to be too long. But can we just say that Boruto is basically the story of Naruto's spoiled, privileged son, and we're expected to treat him the same as Naruto? Boruto is a genius, but not in a way where we respect him the same way that Neji was a genius. Boruto anime is trash. The manga is better. That's from what I hear. Because, can I say something? Boruto is a brat.
That's Militech, all right.
It took him a long time for him to realize that his father wasn't just Hokage, and therefore he can't devote time to just both his family only. He's got to take care of the entire village.
Well, just me and us, Holmes.
Anti-personnel mine. Directional shrapnel spitter. My favorite.
Subtle.
Now they're talking about Naruto has a new power as well as Sasuke, so they can up the show again. I'm like, nah, they can't do that. I remember, Cedez, we were just talking about how they basically took away Sasuke's Rinnegan and made it so that his ability to use chakra is basically shaved in half now.
Stay cool. They're just trying to spook us.
Get in the elevator, fucking sheep.
Honestly, Naruto should have ended after he became Hokage. Yeah, the whole story of Naruto should have just stopped right there. The same way people say that Bleach should have ended after Aizen.
All right, keep chill, V. Remember, we're on their
But
turf.
I honestly feel like Naruto probably would have been a lot better if we just ended with Naruto becoming Hokage. That's a perfect send-off. I'm not saying that we...
You got it, bot.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't be interested in the story of Naruto as he is with Hokage, but him just becoming Hokage at the end of the series, and then the series stops, and then we don't get anything more, that would have been perfectly fine as well. Him and Hinata got together, they had a family, and that's all we need to know. That's it. But Boruto is basically just a continuation of, you know, reminding everyone that the Otsutsuki clan exists, and they're always going to be threatening Naruto and his friends, even into old age. You did like the relationship stuff? Are you talking about Naruto or Bleach? They should have just did a mini cameo Naruto series, such as watch how Minato, White Fang, Sasuke's dad background, and etc. I mean, maybe. They could have done it as an OVA.
Model MT0D12, called the Flathead.
And?
Naruto.
Hell you care.
I feel like they did relationships better in Naruto than they did with... Well, yeah, they actually did the relationships better. They actually did, I wouldn't say they did it better. I'm just saying that they did good with the relationship stuff, especially with Hinata. Like, over time, her love for Naruto just grew and grew as she grew up, and that was character progression. Even though she got progressively nervous with Naruto, it actually started to get to a point where she started to become a lot more brave until that one fight with Pain, and that's when she just let it all out, and it was all like, wow, she finally said it after all this time, after all these years, she's finally said it. So the progression between the relationship of Hinata and Naruto, that was actually quite nice. I don't even know what to make of Sasuke and Sakura, because how did that even happen?
The guy I represent already paid brick for it. I'm just here for the pickup. I can talk...
Like, she just liked Sasuke because he was a bad boy. That was it. Hinata like Naruto because he basically gave her a different outlook on life, which helped her grow as not only as a person but also as a shinobi. But what about Sasuke and Sakura? What's between them that makes their relationship so good? What? The dude didn't even want to have anything to do with your girl Sakura back then. I don't particularly like anyone or anything. I really just want to kill a certain someone. And Sasuke's over on the side like, oh, Sasuke good. Like, I'm like, what? What? This dude just said he wants to kill someone, and that you find that hot? What's wrong with you? At 13 years old, what the heck is wrong with you?
Direct to Royce if necessary.
Nah, you talk to me. Name's Dum Dum. Now couch, planet.
It's in his novel. The explanation of why Sasuke likes Sakura or how their relationship got to where it was is in the light novel. See, I never would have known because I don't read light novels like that.
Goes for you too. I'll stand. This so fucking hard? Fucking ass on the fucking couch! Make me. Thought you'd never ask. Sit your ass down for
Jack,
a planet.
sit down.
This ain't gonna end well, but... shit. Well, alright. Come on. Gotta lighten up. Take a hit. Better?
These are people who like their cybernetic attachments way too much.
Here we go. A flathead. Model MT0D12.
Now, here's the thing. I am not going to save once this transaction is over. I'm going to reload my save to when before we came into this place. Well, to before I hacked the chip. So that way I can, kill these guys because that's combat experience. This is the path of least resistance, but sometimes the path of least resistance doesn't give you the experience necessary to become stronger. So, this gives you Ghost in the Shell vibes? Well, that's good. That's fine. As it should. It's not a Ghost in the Shell game, but it can be, especially since you can have active optical camo on your person now. That was something that they updated into the game. So now you can build yourself as if you were part of Section 9. That's what I like. The freedom to make the character you want. You want to be an invisible net runner that moves like Section 9 with invisibility? Then you can.
Need to see it.
Suit yourself. Fucking tricked out this thing. Dynamic thermal optic camo armor. Full cognitive immersion with a Raven controller. Pimped out prototype actuators made of titanium, vanadium, Kevlar composite. And watch this. Fully integrated link too. So when the spider starts crawling up walls dangling from ceilings.
Could lose your lunch.
So what you think?
You think I don't see you eyeballing me from the back, big dude?
Yep, we'll take it.
Sure. Yeah. Let's see your cred.
Brick got it. It's all paid up.
Brick got it. I don't see any fucking brick around here, do you?
Come on. Can't expect me to pay for this thing twice.
And who the fuck are you to say what can and can't be? You'll pay twice because I say you'll pay twice. Alright. You want the flathead? I better see some eddies.
Relax. Got him right here.
Just like that! without batting a fucking eye.
Want it or not, I got places to be.
You know, you never did say who sent you. Never did say who you're working for.
Dexter Deshawn. That's who.
Dexter Deshawn. The lard ass who punching animal fucked half of Pacifica? And he ain't dead?
No, he's alive, well, and kicking. And he sends his regards.
So you gonna consider my offer now?
Pay with chip, or we could kill him.
Here's the
Pay with the
credit.
chip.
Hell,
Maybe
I'll
dropping
even
the
toss in some
F-bomb
info for
heavily.
friendly
Yes,
bonus.
yes,
Militech's
they
onto
do.
you. They're
They
close.
Wait, what?
Cred chip was spiked with a virus. Don't worry, I wiped it.
Check it.
See, this is the point where if I left the virus on the chip, the whole thing would go haywire, and all of these Maelstrom boys would just have it in for me, and I would have to gun them all down.
Yeah, it's clean.
Why you keep looking back at him like you need some reassurance?
That rusty cunt. Now I gotta deal with this shit. You just take the damn bot and get the fuck out of my factory. If this is a trick, I'm gonna introduce you
Got
to
what we
our
came
meat
for.
grind. Nova, so now leave. And hey, after you get Dex's dick out of your mouth, tell him I say hello.
Piece of shit.
What the shit? Militech! Let's get the fuck out of here. Follow me.
Militech couldn't manage it on the sly with the chip, so they rolled in the big guns.
More their fucking style, I'd say.
See, if you're nice, they give you like a secret exit out.
We'll ride the production line. Flip it on.
Ooh, drinks! Do you hate vodka?
How long are you gonna make me wait? Come on, hurry up.
Hey, Dudam, or whatever your name is. Are you even helping us?
I'm not helping myself. As soon as the shooting starts, I got 2 walking bullet sponges with me. Sponges you shoot.
Ooh, what is this? Is there a weapon?
Let's go.
Oh, armor mod.
One more time.
Disinfectant.
Let up. Ah, Militech dogs.
So y'all got this, right?
How long are you gonna make?
Grenade, ammo, rifle ammo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Wells.
Get it one last purple prick in the world. Shit.
You got a sword in your back, but can I get it? Can I get that sword, please? Ah! He's off to the side!
Get him off me! God damn it! You cut! Pull it! Get down on
Whatever.
Wait for you!
that a shotgun? It's a shotgun! Oh, I love shotguns. Military grade pants. Flashbang.
Follow me!
I love shotguns. Don't run in here, man. I was about to light you up. I was really about to light you up.
Hey, you. Hey. Help me out over here.
Should you feel intimidated to ask for your own money you let someone borrow? I mean, if they borrowed that money from you, it shouldn't be an issue because, I mean, they got it from you in the first place and they're gonna pay you back, so I don't see an issue. But that's just me.
Detonator, armed.
Are you gonna open up the door or no?
God, felt like a fucking eternity there.
Been in here a while?
Few days. Kinda lost count. Some guys loyal enough to care slipped me stuff, tried to help out. Royce threw him in the microwave dryer. Made me watch.
Looking a little like we might have saved your skin.
Think we're due a favor, hombre. Jesus, slow down, maybe. I'll get you, but kinda caught me at a bad time. We ever meet again, I'll have you covered.
Sure you'll manage all right?
This is my home. Quit fucking sweating it.
I'm trying to look. I'm trying to grab it. Okay, I grabbed it. Got pistol ammo. You are dead, not big surprise. Whoa! What happened to your body? What happened to this man's body? Why did he go Mr. Fantastic? Super elastic. Mr. Fantastic, body elastic. Like, what happened? What happened to his body? What happened? Why is it like this? Why you like this? Why your body like this? Military glasses. Night night.
Over here, shitbags!
That's my kill.
Look back! I did that! Reloading! Fire! One fucker left!
Ow! Oh, they done killed me. They done killed me. Okay, so he's still trapped in there.
Detonator armed.
Okay, you say something about a... What is this? Safety... What is this? What is this? Not sure the name, but he explained what it'd be like if someone breaks in your home. They can't do anything but give them a ticket. So wait, does this safety amendment, like this safety act, okay, let me look at this. Featuring sweeping criminal justice reform, which proponents of the law say will help end systemic racism in the criminal justice system. Beginning January 1st, 2023, cash bail will be abolished in Illinois. But critics of the law say it will put violent criminals back on the streets. Whoa, that's... wow. And that's in Illinois. It makes many crimes such as second-degree murder, burglary, and kidnapping non-detainable offenses. That's what it does? That's crazy! What do you mean non-detainable offenses? So you mean to tell me that this act, as it stands for Chicago, Illinois, can make it so that things that people should be going to jail for, offenses that you can't, that they will make it so that you can't go to jail for it?
God, felt like a fucking eternity this.
That is stupid! That's just inviting trouble!
Looking a little like we might have saved your skin.
Think we're due a favor, hombre?
What do you mean it makes crime such as second-degree murder?
What kind of punk are you?
Second-degree murder?
We ever meet again?
A non-detainable offense? You mean to tell me that taking someone's life after this act is up and running is not something you can go to jail for?
Sure you'll manage all right?
This is my home.
These people are stupid.
Sweating it.
It's no wonder people are saying the purge is real. It's no wonder. 'Cause of dumb things like this. That's why you say you wanted to create a panic room. You don't want to hurt someone, nor you or your family get hurt. I understand completely. Okay, this man is fine now. NDA. I gotta be careful because there's plenty of exploding objects in here. Hello? Goodbye.
Nice shot!
Not trying to get biblical here, but I feel like these are the end times. That's what a lot of people are saying. Because you don't want to have nightmares or be jacked up in the head. Bad enough you still have bad dreams as it is now. See, a lot of things are happening in the world right now. We all need to be careful. Do I offer a solution to pretty much everything that's going on in the world? I can't. I'm only human. I can only tell you basic stuff. Just be careful out there. Doesn't matter what's going on. Don't put yourself in a situation. Just be careful. Because the world is in fact getting crazy out there. It's insane. This type of thing doesn't make any sense. Why would you think that this is a good idea? This is going to cause far more harm than good, because now people who had an issue beforehand won't have an issue with doing that sort of thing. I could say we need to keep a stiff upper lip all we want, but we just, man. It's moments like this that makes me wonder, how did we get to this point? I didn't mean to set myself on fire picking you up. I'm so sorry! Hey, my ninjutsu leveled up. I really don't think I should be happy my ninjutsu leveled up after dumping a body in a dumpster. And for some strange reason, they continue to make it so that when you pick up a person, you equip their weapon as well. It's moments like this that makes me grateful that I'm a homebody and I don't get off into, you know, going outside every single second or have to be out doing something. I'm content just being at home. Of course, it's not the same for everyone else. Just all I can say is that everyone out there, whether you're new to this channel or you've been here for a hot minute, please be careful out there. Because there's a whole bunch of crazy going on that we do not need to be caught up in. Okay, so let me switch over. This is a frag grenade, and okay, that's a frag grenade. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm just now realizing that I could be having some stuff that actually fits me better and gives me more armor. Instead of relying on all this poor footwear that I've been wearing. Giving me more armor to work with. All right, this is my closet. This is where I can switch over to different looks and everything.
He's using militant gear. He's fucking happy. Shit! Shit! With you in a sec! You cut!
weak in the joints. They're always weak in the joints.
Let's get out of here.
Huh? No. Wanted to let you know I like his style. Here you go.
I can't fucking believe that guy.
Ooh, that's a big gun. That's a real big gun.
Come on, V. Let's get out of here. Militech. They got those things buzzing around everywhere. Past the gate. We can talk there.
Wait! Hold your fire! For me. I'd like a word with them. You shot at my people.
You know this guy?
Anthony Gilchrist. Still alive. And not hogtied for a change.
Have a good memory for names. But that's nowhere near enough when Militech personnel get shot up.
They drew and fired first.
A fact of no consequence to Militech management. But if you'd worked with Stout, I'd be dead by now. Might not have intended it, but you saved my life. Now I'm saving yours. Makes us even.
Appreciate it. You're not half bad.
Caring for my interests, not yours. You were followed, but I'm sure you know that. Stout's people were on your tail, my people were on theirs. In the end, she lost her nerve. Thought she hopped in bed with Maelstrom behind her back. Hit the big red button prematurely.
Classic. When you don't know what to do, why not order an all-out assault on a food factory?
Mm-hmm. About sums it up. I made sure it blew up in her face. Business with Maelstrom hardly ever ends well, does it?
And you? Why are you here?
Well, I still don't know who the mole is. I was hoping the Maelstromers would shed some light on it. By the way, where's Royce? Need a word with him, too. It's been a pleasure.
Holy shit, V. I wasn't sure we'd walk out in one piece.
I think we're done. What now?
I had enough for one day, let me tell you. Let Dex know
Did I
we got
hear
his
about the
toy for
recent
him.
TikTok hold on. Did I hear about the recent TikTok trend of marinating chicken in NyQuil? I'm sorry. What? Are you serious? See, this is the reason why I'm not on TikTok. It's just Google it. No. I don't think I will. I don't think I will. There's only so much brain space I have up here in this noggin of mine, and I rather it be filled with stuff I enjoy and like instead of the knowledge of NyQuil chicken. I'm with Godjill. I'm done. Once this mission is over, I'm gonna call it a session. I need to rest. I need to sleep. I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to know anymore about NyQuil chicken. I don't.
Want to crack open a bottle for us after what we...
I unfortunately know about this business about this one chick that tried to make this pink sauce, and it turned out it was making people sick.
did for him today.
That's more than enough information for me. I don't want to know anymore. I do want to know. I do want to know any more information about this nasty chicken.
How things looking, Mr. V?
Got the bot.
And how'd it go? Run into any trouble? And what about the Militech angle?
Sure, of course it was trouble. Royce couldn't have given two shits that you and Brick had shaken on him.
How'd you get him on board? You used the corpo woman?
Met with Stout, managed to strike a deal.
Well, well.
Gave me the chip with the scratch from Maelstrom. I warned Royce. We made a deal.
You got some balls, Mr. V. What about the meet with Evelyn Parker?
Still on the to-do list.
Mm-hmm. That meet's the only thing that'll get you a chance at grabbing that chip. Parker'll be waiting for you at Lizzie's bar. Good luck.
You didn't even look at it. You don't condone stupidity. Neither do I, unless it's a video game mechanic. I can find stupid stuff to do in video games, but I do not condone stupidity on purpose. I just don't. I don't want to know anything about this chicken. I got enough dealing with the fact that Call of Duty wants to turn their games into esports. Like, before I even finish, I want to talk about Call of Duty because I meant to bring that up in conversation during this entire stream, but it just never got to that point. What is going on with Call of Duty games? What has Infinity Ward done with it? I know I went off on a big old tangent about video games at the beginning of this stream, but it's like, what happened to Call of Duty to the point where you got people who apparently have forgotten what it's like to make Call of Duty games, and be all like, okay, so, for example, in the beta for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 right now, they put out like an update for the beta saying stuff like, well, we kind of slowed down movement in the game, so you're not as fast as you used to be. We also took off red dots on the map when you shoot because we don't want to punish players for shooting. And it's like, they want people to look for where the shots came from rather than rely on the shots appearing on the minimap, which has been a staple of Call of Duty games for several years now. And it's like every... It's like everything that used to make Call of Duty... Call of Duty, they started to dumb it down because we want to make R-rated M game E for everyone so that everyone can play. You never played COD because people hyped it so much? I don't think now's a good time to get into it either. So you are fine. You are not missing anything. I don't know what's going on with video games nowadays. Like I said before, the devs of which I trust when it comes to video games has become less and less and less. And I'm okay with it because that's more money saved from me. Because Lord knows I probably would have been one of those dummies that bought Saints Row simply because I enjoyed the past Saints Row had I not gained a better understanding. What a world we live in, huh? Not just with video games, but just pretty much everything else that's happening in it that really doesn't make much sense. Especially with what CJ is saying. There's so many things that just don't make sense that they expect to make sense and just expect us to go along with it. And it's like, the world is crazy. The world is fundamentally crazy. But you can be in the world, but not of it. That's Bible. So it doesn't matter what the world is doing. You don't have to go along with it. So, always have that thought in mind. That's why you always stick with sword games. For me personally, I stick with games that basically does this. Like, give me a whole bunch of skill trees I can get into, and give me a whole bunch of different ways that I can make my person stronger over time, and just makes me incredibly strong. Not a Marvel's Avengers attempt at strong, because it's like, if you have to talk about nerfing things because you see players kill things too quickly in a superhero game, you've basically failed. So that's the reason why I never include them in this list. But games that make it so that it gives the players the ability to become overpowered, those are games that I play. Which is why I'm looking forward to Bayonetta, which is why I'm looking forward to Sonic, and which is why I'm looking forward to God of War. It's going to be a very interesting couple of months coming up. I said that I'm going to be playing God of War in October because I'm just not going to have enough time to play God of War leading up to Ragnarok and also have time for Bayonetta and Sonic at the same time. So in the beginning of October, possibly on... what is it? Let's see. Either Monday or Tuesday on October 3rd or 4th is when I'll play God of War on New Game Plus again. And that'll be my reintroduction into the series, so that way I can have it fresh in my mind in preparation for God of War Ragnarok the following month. And once I get done with God of War, if I get done with that quickly enough, I'll start up my Bayonetta gameplays, where I play through Bayonetta 1 and 2 in preparation for Bayonetta 3 popping up near the end of October. And then, of course, in November, at the beginning of November, we have One Piece Film Red on November 4th. We have Sonic Frontiers on November 8th. And then we have God of War Ragnarok on November 9th. Now, still trying to figure out how I'm going to be able to play both Sonic Frontiers and Ragnarok at the same time, because they are right there. All of God of War? Yes, all of God of War from beginning to end again, but on New Game Plus this time. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be playing God of War, not all the games, but the 2018 game that leads into Ragnarok. That's what I'll be playing on New Game Plus. Plus, New Game Plus gives me more options to make Kratos even stronger with improved armor and exclusive armor that you can't get until you play New Game Plus. So that'll be another reason why I play it. But that's going to be for October. Keep an eye out for that. Also, before this month is over, I will be having a voiceover stream next Tuesday, I believe. Yes, next Tuesday on the 27th on a Tuesday, I'll be having another voiceover stream. So feel free. I'll put a community post in there. I'll put a community post talking about the voiceover stream, and you guys shoot whichever characters you want me to do voices for or lines you want me to go through for that stream. So I'll put the post up and you guys can just put the voices you want me to go over during that stream in there. So, and that'll be it for the end of September, because it's pretty much been a dry month for games for September. Nothing of real big notoriety has released in this month, but October and November are pretty much going to be the biggest months for the rest of the year because of Sonic, Bayonetta, and God of War. So it ought to be fun. But this is where I'm going to call it a session here for today, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to have like a little session with Cyberpunk. I'll probably play this game on my own time a little bit later, but it's not a priority for me because, well, frankly, I've did everything that the game has to offer in the PS4 game, so this is just something I play on and off again. I need to get back to Marvel Ultimate Alliance because I'm working on increasing the ISO to level up all my characters so I can start working on that skill tree. And then I need to get back to Fire Emblem Warriors and go through that storyline so I can unlock these so-called OP characters that are there in the game as well. So there's quite a bit of what is going on to the street here? Oh, that's a light. I thought there was a graphical error, but no, it's just a street light. But a lot of things for me to do today, plus I got to do my reaction to One Piece tonight because, well, I'm fully ready to do it now, so can't wait to do that. So it's gonna be a busy rest of the evening for me, setting up thumbnails, creating those, and then getting ready to make thumbnails for tomorrow's, because One Piece chapters will be coming back to Sundays again. One Piece and My Hero Academia as well. There's gonna be coming back for Sunday, so it's gonna be quite busy for me. ensuring that you guys get the content that you deserve. But here I go, droning on again. My apologies to everyone. So before I go, let me just say thank you to CDES for the super chat for the stream. I really appreciate that. We want to show you some of my animation you have done the last few days. Well, hit me up on Discord and show me that way. But once again, thank you to CDES for the super chat in the stream today. I really do appreciate it, and know that it goes towards to improving the channel, including adding content and games and whatnot to the channel that you guys want to see, and, you know, games that I want to play that I want to do for you guys as well. So I just want to say thank you for that. And all I can say at the end of the day is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe. It's so nice to listen to me talk. Well, thank you, Banjo Silk. Woo, Banjo Silk. That's quite nice. That's quite a nice name. It rolls off the tongue. It's so smooth. But if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, and maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!